and the thermostat was like set cold. So I'm frustrated and irritated, but let's help make her get better, I guess. Don't dare bite my face, okay? Check it out. Right here we have a platter full of rats, and what may that be for? This guy, all of the snakes basically need to be fed, so let's start off with one of the ball pythons. The rats are a little bit cold, so as you know, ball pythons have heat pits. Let's grab a rat and see. Look at her, she instantly tastes it with her tongue and boom! What a good girl. Now the struggle of closing this glass because it's a struggle. Okay, snouted cobra down here, let's go. She is all ready. You can see she's got some dirt on her face. Okay, there she just struck at me and it all went off. Let's find a nice size for her. I think she will like this. You can come closer, she's not going to come out. So what I do is just open that a little bit. Check it out. She's like, ooh, mine. What's funny about her is she'll still strike at you with a mouthful of food. Such a weird snake. Cobras try and swallow their food as fast as possible, so obviously because it's their most vulnerable part. When they're swallowing something, they can't defend themselves and it's not as easy to run away or slither away in their case. While she's busy chewing away, let's move on to the corn snake over here. It's fun feeding this little corn snake. He's quite agile and we can make him come out of the enclosure nicely. Watch this. Ooh. Oh, what a good boy! Such lovely snakes, these guys are. Incredible creatures. As you can see, he's overpowering the meal, wrapping it up, and you can even see gripping onto me because he's like, whatever's moving, I'm going to squeeze to death. So they actually don't just kill their prey by suffocation like many people think. It's also by asphyxiation. Basically, blood flow, crushing bones, all of that happening at once kills the rodent extremely quickly. Ooh, somebody is excited. As you can see, she's destroyed all the plants in her enclosure, but she'll get a little snack. This is just a small meal for her, and she'll probably strike out at me as I open up. The rat's a little bit cold, so she's deciding whether or not to go for my hand or the rat, but let's make her go for the rat. There we go. I think some rat poo just flung at me as that happened. Move inside a little bit, girl. There you go. She can't see it so lacquer because it's hot, but she does see the cameraman's hands right behind the camera and was like, ooh, that looks nice. Nice and tasty, you know. Come on, Beth. You can see that tongue flicking. Jacobson's organs sending signals to the brain saying, okay, that's food. Let's go, let's get it. And there. Pumping nice amounts of venom into the rodent, helping aid digestion as well as killing the prey item. You can see there she's super cute. I love them so much. She's got the cutest face, yet she destroys all of my plants. She literally uproots the pot plants. Like, why? Now let's go to one of the Cape Cobras. He smells. Look there. Ooh, there we go. That is Africa's most toxic cobra and one of my favorites, in fact. Please move so I don't squish you when I put your water bowl down. Thank you very much. Take it inside, nice and behind the neck. What an awesome, perfect kill. And now you can go and enjoy your meal, little Cape Cobra. Time for Murphy boy to get his main meal over here. Let's open this nice and slowly. You'll see how quickly he goes. Just like that. How fun is it to feed cobras? Something just happened that I'm not super stoked on, and I gotta show you that now. As you can see, it's gotten a bit colder here in South Africa due to us having a lot of rain at the moment. And with that cold front, I have recently done some things to the room to help the temperature increase. Having said that, I added a heater into my Anaconda's water dish because I just needed to get the chill off the water. And even though the water heater was on a thermostat, it burnt her because I was stupid and did not put a guard or a cover around the underwater heater. So now I'm in the dilemma where I have to clean a wound. She literally just shed. She finished about an hour ago and now I need to take her out. The wound is right on top of her head, so I need to clean it, disinfect it, and help it heal. I cannot believe I actually did this. So I've got to prepare by cleaning her wound up with F10, and then I'm going to put silver sulfidine cream on it, which is an antibacterial cream which will form a layer between the outside world and the wound. Even though it's on a thermostat, it burnt her, and the thermostat was like set cold. So I'm frustrated and irritated, but let's help make her get better, I guess. Also, I am gonna take her water dish that she can soak in out of the enclosure and give her a water dish just big enough to drink out of, because anacondas like water and they like soaking in it, which is not a good thing for a wound. So I'm going to take that out, especially because, you know, bacteria likes water, and especially stagnant water that's in an enclosure like that. So just take that out, keep the wound clean, and provide a nice barrier between the outside world and it. Let me put some gloves on so I don't give her anything whatsoever. I want to stay as clean as possible too. She's pretty right now, she just shed, so the colors are lovely. I need this. She thinks it's food time and it's not. Here she is, looking stunning as ever, especially with this fresh shed. She is nice and yellow. So the wound is right over here on top of her head. Let's try get some close-ups of that for you. So I don't know if you could see that properly, because turns out it's not so easy filming by yourself and trying to hold a snake at the same time, especially one that keeps moving around. Hey Gera, why are you doing that, girl? Why are you doing that? So maybe you can see if I coax her head over that way a little bit, you can see there's a mark on her head there. So I'm not wanting to restrain her whatsoever. So now to clean the wound up and then put that cream on her. Let's get to that. She's being very nice to me right now. Just got to test the spray now so it doesn't spray too hard on her head. And then what we're going to do is try and just gently spray this on her head. This is F10, which is a veterinary disinfectant. You don't dare bite my face. Okay, that's the one deal. Don't bite my face. Just going to get some drops on that wound there. It does seem to be cauterized like a wound would be cauterized if you were burnt. So yeah, I don't even know if this is from her shed. So maybe something happened while she was busy shedding and it pulled off the top there because of the heater burn, which is possible, but I am not 100% sure, because she shed this morning. I can go get it out and show you, but whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? The fun part, to get a dollop of cream, maybe I should get this on my finger first and then rub it on the wound. I don't want to neck her, so just got to be patient. Come on. There we go, there we go. Okay, so now I've got to keep an eye on that over the next few days, because the cream is on her. Oh, but Bryce, why did you have to do this? You're better than that with your husbandry, come on. Like, seriously. I know these things happen when animals are in your care and you got to learn to deal with this, but just remember, all of this advice I've given you on what I'm doing, this is what I'm doing to take care of my animal. I am not a vet, so don't take my advice as a vet. She's not going to be happy that I'm going to take her little pond / water tub out of her enclosure, because she absolutely loves swimming and climbing about, but at least this cream will keep like a barrier between the wound and the outside world, and it'll probably heal up after a couple sheds. What sucks is she just shed, and with big snakes they don't tend to shed that often, especially if you feed them a proper diet, because big animals don't need to be fed much. You mustn't feed them once a week, not twice a week. You feed them pretty sporadically every now and then, and she gets a nice big jumbo rat, enjoys it, and then she doesn't eat for a month or two. Sometimes in summer she'll eat a little bit more, winter not eat whatsoever. How many anacondas can you do this with? Especially yellow anacondas, because yellow anacondas are especially bitey. She's growing quite nicely. My beautiful girl Agera. I can't stretch her out, my arms aren't that strong right now. Gotta build back my strength after being sick for a while, but I'll do that. And she's so gracious. Hey my girl. How spectacular are these snakes? So cool. And how they move is just really odd. You gotta handle one to understand what I'm saying compared to other snakes. I wanna get my hair out of my face. Maybe I should just cut it. It's annoying.